for people behind the wheel.
All right, you're listening to The Road Show. We're going to be featuring Dave Dudley today on the show, so check it out for sure. Let's start off with Little Thompson, so shall we? Here we go, Little Miles and Miles.
Miles and miles.
It's time for the Lead Pedal Radio Show with your host, Bruce Eldridge. He's coming at you with 5K of high-definition, wall-to-wall internet streaming sound. Keep you on the white line, keep you rolling down the blacktop, flying down that big old road. He's got the hits, don't quit, the platters that matter, and the spins that win. So join us. We'll help you circumnavigate the concrete sea and actuate the asphalt alleyway. Now, here is your host, Bruce Eldridge.
I don't even know how Mike says all of that. Hey, listen, if you're listening to us on our Facebook, we're about to get off of there. We are playing Dave Dudley. You guys know who Dave Dudley is. Truck driving son of a gun, that's for sure. And we're going to be talking about his life. We're going to be playing his music. But we're not going to do it here on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, jumping off right now. If you're with us, stay over on our Lead Pedal radio side there. Just click on the link in the show notes of this one you're listening to, and you can hear the whole show we're going on. We're going to start off with little Dave Dudley. See you guys, and join us for the rest of the show. Here we go, little truck driving son of a gun. Oh, Dave Dudley, classic for you.
You never know what's going to happen next.
They always are coming up with new stuff, new twists.
The craziest stuff happens on that show.
It keeps me laughing.
You're listening to Lead Pedal Radio, music for people behind the wheel.
It's pretty amazing that you can be known as the truck driving guy and not actually drive a truck. And that's what happened with Dave Dudley. We're featuring Dave Dudley on the show today, on The Road Show. Welcome. And I'm your host, Bruce Eldridge. If you don't already know that, well, you haven't been around long enough. He was born Dave Darwin Pedruska in 1928. There's a name for you. I've changed Dudley too. He was an American country singer known for his truck driving country anthems, particularly in the 60s and 70s. Signature song 6 Days on the Road established him as the pioneer of the truck driving country genre. Other notable songs include Vietnam Blues, Truck Driving Son of a Gun, which we just heard. Me and Old CB. Dave Dudley's career began after a baseball injury. So he wanted to be in baseball. It led him to explore music and eventually becoming a DJ and then a performer. And he had a string of top 15 singles in the 60s and 70s and continued to have top 40 hits into the 70s and 80s. So anyway, he was born in Wisconsin. If you were from Spencer, Wisconsin, on May 3rd, so happy birthday belated, Dave, 1928, then you probably knew Dave. Anyway, he DJ first, so I looked him up. You'd think he'd been a truck driver with all the truck driving anthems that he played, but he wasn't. But I tell you what, if you want to start a persona of being a truck driver, all you got to do is take pictures. If you look at it, all you'll find is Dave Dudley, pictures of him in trucks, looking like a truck driver. That's got to do it. Here's one of his favorite songs. This one I'm going to play from Sawyer Brown. This one's called 6 Days on the Road.
You know who it is?
My favorite station. I love you guys.
Turn your radios up.
Hey, while you're turning your radios up, let me tell you about who's sponsoring today's show. RS2000 Tax Services sponsoring today's show, and they help truckers and farming industries improve their taxes. If you're Ontario, Canada, check them out at rs2000tax.com. Here's one from Bill Weaver when you're a truck driving man. You know, I was just looking at the list of truck driving songs that Mr. Dave Dudley had over time. Now, he actually... He says he never drove. They say he never drove a truck, but I don't know. He's even got a song saying, "I'm proud to say I drive a truck." So I don't know if he's lying on this one. But when I look at the songs here, like "Truck Driving Son of a Gun," "Cowboy Roots," "Last Day in the Mad," let's see. Where's the Truck? Some of these are my favorites. Give Me 40 Acres, 6 Days on the Road, Girl on the Billboard, Moving On, Rolaids Don't. That's my favorite ones as well. Freightliner Fever. I mean, you cannot do all of this and not drive a truck. Here's this one called "I'm Proud to Say I Drive a Truck." I'm proud to say I drive a truck too. That one too. Here's another good one from the Roadhammers, "Girl on the Billboard." Little Roadhammers for you right there, "Girl on the Billboard." Dave Dudley classic, along with a bunch of others. You know, he was given an honorary gold membership card from the Teamsters Union local in Nashville. That's how you get in. Maybe that's how we should bring, our politicians in and everybody, just like prove that you understand our industry, then we'll let you in. So, you know what? I think he used to drive. Like, there's no way you could do this and not drive. If anybody knows if he actually drove, I'd be interested in hearing about that. But you know what? It doesn't matter because the songs are great anyway. And here's one that the Willis Brothers did. He did this one as well. I like this one. Give me 40 acres. I think anybody that's driven understands that one for sure. The Willis Brothers, give me 40 acres and we'll turn this rig around. You know what? This is one of my favorites from him with Charlie Douglas, Where's the Truck? Can you imagine even trying to do this one anymore? But downtown Nashville, I think this was normal. All of the 70s and 80s. Oh, here's one by Merle Haggard. Dave Dudley covered this one as well. Here's what we're moving on.
Big wheels rolling.
Right there. Oh, yeah. Hey, this one wasn't covered by him, but I'm sure he thought about it. He's been everywhere else.
I was toting my pack along the dusty Winnemucca Road. I've been everywhere.
You never know what's going to happen next.
They always are coming up with new stuff, new twists.
The craziest stuff happens on that show.
It keeps me laughing.
You're listening to Lead Pedal Radio, music for people behind the wheel.
Oh, yeah. So we're playing the music of Dave Dudley today and some of the biography behind him. They called him the semi-slurred baritone with the signature truck driving country sound. And he did. He was known. I mean, look at all the songs that he played. Everything that we hear today was based on that song, and he recorded other people's songs. He was at Sun Records back in the day, so recorded down there. Of course, that's where Elvis was as well. And he lasted till December 22nd, 2003 is when he passed away, but we'll be playing some stuff there. So he had a good long career for sure. And here's one of the songs that he did. This one I'm going to play by Red Simpson. It's called A Tombstone Every Mile. I think I know that road. There's a road up in Maine, we used to call it the Airline, and the Airline was this snake road that you had to go through, and it had a giant hill on it. We used to call that Drive Shaft Hill. That's where I learned my truck driving skills, was going through the Airline, because I was running from Midland with my grandfather, or not my grandfather, my stepfather at the time. Father-in-law, not stepfather. You know what I mean. Anyway, hey, you know what? Dave Dudley was a DJ. And he said, hey, why don't you perform? That's what they encouraged him. They didn't say go drive a truck, although I think he may as well. So this one here is very fitting. This one's from Tony Justice, called This Side of the Radio.
Well, listen up, Pilgrim. If you think for 1 minute I'm going to fill my ears with some cockamamie radio show that's geared for steering wheel holders, you got it all wrong. You got it all wrong, Pilgrim. Where I come from, we stand on the pedal, the lead pedal. And since you haven't learned to respect your elders, it's time you learn to respect your betters.
You're listening to Lead Pedal Radio, music, life, and the people that live it.
And we're playing Dave Dudley favorites like this one, Freightliner Fever.
Bill Anderson, Paul Martin, hey, he's popping down there too.
Oh, little Dave Dudley with Freightliner Fever. He's been gear jamming with this guy probably, Jimmy Lotchson.
Keep your truck on the highway and your eyes on it too.
Gear jammer. We can all relate to that one, and we can also relate to this one here, Little Willie Nelson on the road again. Here's another famous one from Dave Dudley called Me and Old CB. And here's one of those ones that, you know what, we all can relate to. This is little Del Reeves and Looking Through the World Through a Windshield. Oh, hey, Hey, that's Del Reeves for you right there. Hey, you know, Dave Dudley, he stopped kind of recording in the 80s. His chart success started to fade, but he stayed around till 2003. He's always been loved. His music is always loved in the trucking industry for sure. And he recorded Vietnam Blues, Truck Driving Son of a Gun, Me and Old CB, and a whole bunch of others like this one here, which, you know, is not probably one of the ones that are really popular as far as, you know, the songs you hear on the radio. But from truck driver standpoint, this one actually is probably how most of us feel going down the road. Here's a little Rolaids, Dones Pills, and Preparation H. All right, everybody, that brings us to the end of this road show. Check out all of Dave Dudley's music. You can find it everywhere. And, of course, we play lots of it here on a regular basis anyway. So big thank you to Dave Dudley for playing and creating some of the best trucking music out there. And hope you enjoy the road show. If you like trucking music, you like the trucking industry, you like oldies, anything like that, you're going to love our station, internet radio station, Lead Pedal Radio. Go check it out for sure. All right, we'll see you next time, my friends. Be good out there.
You never know what's going to happen next.
They always are coming up with new stuff, new twists.
The craziest stuff happens on that show.
It keeps me laughing.
You're listening to Lead Pedal Radio, music for people behind the wheel.